It's been 10 months since the last shop progress update, and as you can see, there's a good deal of mess out here and not a lot of progress. When I left off, I had just brought these 47 sheets of 3/4 inch plywood in here, and if I remember correctly, I did not have girts on this wall over here. I had just finished the ceiling and there was no girts on this wall. I'll show you those girts real quick. The normal girts are 2x4s, and this wall right here, or this portion of this wall, has 2x6 girts, and they have some big spacks in them. This is very heavy duty. Got these splice plates on this side, and the reason for that is because we're going to have the dust collection system mounted right here and the air compressor mounted right here. The air compressor is right there. I just brought this over, maybe a week or so ago, so I could get it in here before the snow flies. It's mid-December right now, and I'm going to get back to working on this stuff. So, my goal for the next couple of days is to get this place ready to start processing these sheets for going onto the wall. And what I need to do that is get this completely cleaned off. I'm going to organize this area. This is stuff for the tiny house, and I'll show you that in a little bit. I need to get this corner cleaned out, completely cleaned out. I need full access to that wall. I think I'm going to move all this stuff too, from that corner all the way past the window. And this is pretty clean right here. This scaffolding is going back to the owner, and I just got to move a little bit of stuff there. I only need to get 2 panels on here in order to get the box on, so that should be pretty easy on that side. I also need to get all of this stuff off of this wood, get the wood out of here, clean this area up, get rid of the panel lift. Yeah, just make this place a lot easier to move around in, to make it easier to work in here. So I want to come in here and get this stuff done. I'm going to be working on the tiny house project at the same time, so that's going to kind of compound things. We have the ceiling panels right here being painted, and we're going to have to make room for all of that stuff as well. So it's not going to be easy, but let's get going on this and get her cleaned up. And before I forget, there's the tiny house. You can barely see it, but there's an addition on the back. If you haven't been watching the main channel, you can go back, and in the very last update video, I show the tiny house, and back then it was red. It didn't have the window upstairs. It had the double door in the front and no addition. I hadn't started on it yet. I've been working for 10 months on that, and I finally have a little bit of time to work on my own wood shop here. The biggest problem is I don't have any place to put any of this stuff. So this is going to take a good amount of time, but I'll pop back in here and there and show you the progress. And by the end of this video, this place will be ready to go. Okay, making some progress here. Still got a bit of work to do here, but this is a bigger deal right here. I need to use this as a bench still, but I think I'm going to move this over there and put my routers and stuff on it. And unfortunately, I need to find a place for all this stuff. Got to take this down, and I believe I'm going to set up a temporary long bench right here to put some of this stuff, and we should be well along our way. That will get this corner cleared out and ready to go. All right, it's a couple days later. Better show you this stuff and end this video before we start work on the panels itself. Got this all cleaned out. I got rid of that scaffold that was here, moved this over there. I swept everywhere. Thing is, we had family come the day after I started this video, and I was going to end the video that next morning, but I ended up just cleaning until they came. So I swept everywhere and organized almost everything except for a bit in there. I did get my review stuff. I'm going to review all this stuff. I got that organized as well. So it's pretty nice in here. I'll be starting with this right here. Well, actually, first thing I'm going to do is set up a laser, and I need to spin a laser all the way around and make sure that I have a little over 8 feet. I think I'm going to go at 8 feet 3/8 of an inch. And that'll take a while. I'll have to keep adjusting it, and I'll have to figure out what I'm going to put that on. I'll probably just put it on, oh geez, I was thinking an 8-foot ladder, but I don't know if that's going to be exactly the right height. I do not have anything to mount my laser on, so I have to stack stuff up and kind of set it on the top and adjust it with shims and stuff. But we'll figure that out when the time comes. And then all of this stuff in the way is not going to matter. What I need to do is get a couple hash marks in the corners, and I'll probably put one in the middle as well. And then what I'll do is snap a chalk line between those. I just need to get those perfectly level. Oh, actually, I'll need to put one there, one there. Yeah, it'll be interesting. And once I have that chalk line going all the way around, that is what the panels are going to go up to that, and whatever gap they have at the bottom is going to be filled with Sikaflex. It'll be pretty interesting, and I'll show everything that I do. But the first panel is going to have some relief cuts on the back for these plates here. And oh, I think it comes, yeah, it only comes up to right here. It's this second panel that has all kinds of stuff on it. It has to have a little door for the gas line, and I'll probably put a little door at the bottom too, and I'll use that. I'll open that up once in a while. I have a handheld gas detector, so I can check for leaks here and there. I don't think anything's going to leak though. This is the big deal right here. I have to get it cut so that I can get my pipe in there. Got to bend a pipe, and then that second panel ends right here. A lot of work in this area, but I'll finally be able to mount my electrical panel, and I'll mount some temporary 220 power so I can start running my machines. That's going to be really nice. I got to get the Helix cutter head on this and do some restoration work, but that's another video. So I'll be putting 2 panels in here and 2 panels over here, getting the electrical mounted, and also we got to get this inside conduit, and the conduit's going to poke up through the hole there, come back down to the sub panel on the other side. There's a lot of interesting stuff coming up, and none of it is really woodworking, except for the fact that these are wooden panels and they're going to have tongue and groove cut in them. But it is setting up a wood shop, and we're going to be going over all the decisions made in setting up the shop. So there's a lot of people that should be interested in that. See you soon, and have yourself a great day.